Hey guys, Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and today I've got a classic GSX750. This is the touring model. The engine is the same engine out of the R, or the factory road racer. It's an extremely proven championship winning motor. It's air and oil cooled, double overhead cam, 16 valve per cylinder, or 16 valves, 4 valves per cylinder. Sport bike. This is the sport touring model. This isn't the track model. This one's designed for all-day riding. It's got a super comfy seat, huge comfy seat. It's got a nice fairing to keep the wind off your chest, and it's in absolutely mint condition. This bike has a 6-speed transmission, weighs 465 pounds. It'll do 11.7 seconds in the quarter mile, and it has a top speed of 136 miles per hour. 92 rear wheel horsepower, digital ignition, deep padded seat with a awesome riding position with the bars about 6 inches above the triple clamp, so you can ride it all day long. Very advanced suspension. It's got 4-way adjustable rebound on the front and rear. The preload is adjustable on the rear also. Has huge triple disc brakes, 2 in the front, 1 in the rear. 41 millimeter forks, big fat forks, so they won't flex. Z-rated Dunlop Sport Max tires, and on the gauges it has a LCD odometer, a clock, 4-way flasher, 4-way emergency flashers, and we got the clean title in hand. It's ready to go. This came from Archie Cycle. They completely serviced the bike top to bottom. They went through the carbs, went through everything, all the bulbs, everything's perfect, and it's had a recent chain and tires, and it's good to go. Just an awesome example of this classic sport cruiser. I'll show you that the turn signals all work beautifully. Typical Japanese quality. Everything's on point. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024.
When do you toss the helmet on and take him for a ride?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to go for a demo ride. It has the digital clock on here, which works beautifully. The bike's had a recent battery replacement. It's fully serviced. It's ready to rock and roll. So classy, dark silver metallic paint job. I don't know if it picks it up in the camera, but it's a very deep metallic paint job that in the sunshine will shine beautifully. This side of the bike's in mint shape. It doesn't look like there's any, I don't see any evidence of the bike being dropped on this side here. The back piece is beautiful. The fairing's in beautiful condition. The bar ends are nice. The tank's in mint shape, as is the front fender, front fairing. This fairing has the dual headlamps in the front here, which is pretty sharp. Has a 12-volt power outlet that somebody added right here if you want to charge your phone. This side of the fairing's in mint condition also, as is this side of the tank. Look at the shine. Can you see the shine on that tank, the metallic shine? And the bike's 100% original, other than the replacement tires and chain. The seat's original. The exhaust is original. Usually these would have like a 4-in-1 Kirker or something like that. So if you're looking for a bike to add to your collection, or you just want a trouble-free bike that you can get on and go without spending 10 grand, this bike originally was about $7,500 out the door. The new 750s are over 10 grand, so buy this one for a fraction of the price. It's a 2005, so it's late model. Even the grips are mint on it. It needs nothing. It's ready to rumble, and I wouldn't hesitate to ride it cross country. So speaking of riding, let's go take it for a rip. Stay tuned. Kind of tight quarters here. Take a little ride through the museum. Coming in hot. This would be an expensive mistake if I knocked over this row of bikes, that's for sure. Bike's stone cold. I gotta let it warm up and take the choke off. It has a handlebar mounted choke. It has 4 36 millimeter Mikuni carburetors. And again, rated for about 92 horsepower, not far off the 100 horsepower mark. And the bike will do close to 140 miles an hour, so you definitely don't need any more power than this. Had to put a little gas in it. It was running on empty. I came down and had Junior throw a couple gallons in there. They run a lot better with gas in them. Beautiful running bike, 10,200 miles on it, which is nothing for one of these Katanas. This motor is good for 100,000 miles easy if you take care of it, change the oil. Very low service. This motor was proven in racing the banks of Daytona. The GSX750 dominated superbike racing for years. And this is a derivative of that motor, and it's super smooth. This is a sport touring bike though, so it's got a more upright riding position than the R. Like, I'm 6'2", 54 years old, so I don't like being bent over like a pretzel on a sport bike unless I'm on a track. You know, for daily riding, this is perfect. Sitting up nice, super comfy. Motor's nice and smooth, shifts beautifully. Big triple disc brakes, 41mm forks. It's got the single shock rear suspension, gas emulsion shock. Great brakes, great suspension. What's not to love? Fast, smooth. Things start really happening at about 7,000 RPM on this bike. The roads are a little slippery today, so I don't want to push my luck, but this thing really opens up at about 7,000. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Yeah! GSX750, baby! Most mere mortals don't need a 1000. This is all unless you're a professional racer or want to get in a lot of trouble. The 750 is more than enough. Shifts beautifully. Clutches like butter. The brakes are on point. Carburetes beautifully. And it's a great looking bike. It's a 2005, but it has like a timeless design to it. The look to it is not too edgy. It just has a nice normal look to it, and it'll stand the test of time. You know the motor's gonna last forever if you ride it normal. Chain drive, easy maintenance. 10,000 miles on it. It's barely broken in, really. As I said earlier, the bikes in my last video, the bikes in New England, you just don't find bikes like this in California or Florida or Texas that are like brand new condition, 15 years old or 14. This is 14 years old with 10,000 miles, and most of the guys get a bike there, they put 10,000 miles a year on it because you can ride year round. But it's November 15th. It's freezing cold, and it gets dark at 4:30 here. It's 4:30 right now, and it's dark out. So, and it gets cold after dark, and you got to be careful because there's black ice. If the roads are wet like they are now, not that long after sundown, it turns to black ice. So this is a beautiful piece, obviously adult owned. The guy took really good care of it. Archie Cycle went through the whole thing. Archie Cycle was a Yamaha, the oldest Yamaha franchise in New England. They just closed, and I went and bought some inventory from them, a bunch of bikes from their clients, and I bought this one from them. The bike had me at hello. It just super low miles, runs like brand new, and I talked to the mechanics. They said they had been through the bike more than once. They had serviced it a few times, and it was dialed in perfectly. They had done the carbs on it, cleaned the tank out, and she's ready to rumble. I like it like this with the stock pipe. It's deceptively fast because it's not making that much noise, but you're really moving with 90 rear wheel horsepower, and it's a light bike. So light bike, big horsepower, 11-second quarter miles, almost 140 miles per hour, and your insurance is going to be less. Here's Moses. Your insurance is going to be less. Your insurance and taxes on a bike like this is going to be a lot less than a new bike, and the 750s are going to be more affordable. The property taxes, the insurance, everything. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. I'll put the Kaplan America sign of approval on this bike. It's ready to go. Everything works perfect on it. It rides and runs beautifully. Even the original windshield's nice and clear, and obviously a bike that was never sitting outside. It was stored indoors and professionally maintained its whole life. I noted earlier it has the 12-volt outlet, but I didn't mention it does have the ball here to put your cell phone mount on. So your cell phone, you can use your cell phone as GPS. What do you think, Junior? This thing hauls a mail. Super nice bike.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up to the 3rd floor. You want to add anything or?
No, we can ship these inexpensively. This one.
You got to speak into the mic if they want to be able to hear.
Sure. No, we can ship these inexpensively. Message us your zip code for a quote. There's not much else to say about it. You know.
Fully adjustable 41mm forks. It's a super nice riding bike. I mean, I wanted to keep on going, but it's getting dark and shop closes at 5, so figured I'd head back. Just a beautiful piece. If you have any questions, give us a call. All the proceeds are going to fund the New England Motorcycle Museum, so you're buying a cool GSXR, but you're also helping support the museum. So good luck, Betty, and God bless America.